the fly we're going to tie today, and it's a polar shrimp, and it's a fly that I always brought with me when I went up to visit up to Alaska, and I also bring it in my boxes for Lake Ontario trips. This is the standard version of the fly, and at the end I'm going to show you a little bit more modern variation. Just a great fly pattern, and here's how we tie it. Okay, so we got a standard salmon hook. Just blow some thread on it. And for the tail, we just got some red fibers off a saddle hackle. We'll get some of those. Go with about that much. Just bind those in. Body's going to be fluorescent orange chenille. Just get that ready. And tie in the thread part. And we'll leave those hackle fibers long. Just makes it a little more durable. Go up to here. Get our chenille in. Trim that. Next piece, gonna grab an orange saddle hackle. And I'm gonna just take that, hold it by the tip and pull that back. I like tying these in by the tip because I find that it's getting a progressively longer piece of that material as it's tied on. I think it comes out nicer. And the other thing is with those saltwater necks and the saltwater saddle hackles that you use for these type of flies, they tend to be real stiff in the stem. So it kind of serves two purposes. Get the tip tied in. And I'm just going to take this, pull the fibers back, kind of fold it over, bring it in, and just keep doing that. That should be enough. We'll just tie that off. Trim that. And I'm just going to trim these extra fibers. It's good right there. Okay, so the wing on the classic one is calf tail. So I'll get that ready. Okay, so that's going to go about like that. So the very tips are just even with the tail. Get that tied in. Okay, and we'll go around, trim that. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to use a trick. Okay, I'm just going to take and go around with the feather or the thread burner. And you can always, if you got any little fibers, you can just clean them up. Just whip finish. And on these I use black nail lacquer. Just get a drop of that on there and just roll it around quick a couple times. And there it is. That's the classic. We'll show you how to do a variation of it. So for the variation, everything else was the same. Brought in our saddle hackle. We did all that. Clean everything up. Instead of the calf tail, I'm just going to use marabou. Take the tip of the feather out. Pull that all down and just tie that in. So we got that in good and tight. Trim that down tight. Just start binding it down. Got one more step. For the last step, we're going to put half a dozen strands of Flashabou on the top. Just make the head of the fly. Whip finish. Trim and lacquer. The marabou's a little softer, so it's going to wiggle more in the water. And the Flashabou is going to give it a little flash, which with Pacific salmon, steelhead, and this type of fish can never hurt. There it is. As always, thanks for watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. If anyone has a question, just put it in as a comment or shoot me an email and I get back to everyone.